Hi friends, WizD here, welcome to a new Raid Shadow Legends video. The fusion for Wixwell, the Vault Keeper, starts today, and we're here today to talk about the fusion plan and with a couple of tips and really a call out of something that Plarium is doing differently with this specific fusion. So we'll talk about it bit by bit and see what you can skip, if you can skip any events in this fusion or what. So let's start talking about it. The fusion events just started like 7 minutes ago from the time of recording. Hopefully I release this as fast as possible. And we started today, so Thursday, May 9th, with Dungeon Divers and Dragon. This is very clean cut. So basically you're doing your Dungeon Divers and your Dragon tournaments points today and tomorrow. There is nothing else. Tomorrow champ training starts. We're talking about stuff that needs energy here. So try to do your dungeon farming and Dragon today. Hopefully to finish tomorrow and start doing the champ training there. First call out here, and I'll link it to something else down the line in the fusion plan, is that that dungeon diver is only for 3700 points. So yeah, it's low as dungeon divers go, but we have 3 of them spread across the fusion. If my point is that third one over here, well, let's talk about it now actually. Yeah, so my point is that it looks scary because we have 3 dungeon divers. We struggled with these in the past few fusions, but my guess is that they are just spreading the points because you have 16 rares to collect here for that type of fusion. If they give us 2 fusions with 3700 points needed each, and then that last one, that's my expectation because it's the only one aligning with Fire Knight and Spider with 2 tournaments for dungeons. This one is going to be around 7k or 8k points. So the combination of both dungeon divers are more or less the same that we've seen in 2 bigger events on previous fusions. So that's not too bad from Plarium, at least if they do it this way. So today you will start farming your dragon. Try to get most of the points for dragon today. Finish them tomorrow with dungeon divers, unless you're planning to do champ training with a lot of campaign runs. But just bear in mind that dungeon divers will end around Saturday, well Sunday, depending on where you are in the world. So yeah, just make sure that you got that 3700 points, which is a low number. It's not high at all, especially if you do most of it doing dragon today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's champ chase, the first summoning event for the fusion. This is good. This is really good because simply champ chase is depending on which type of champs you're getting. And tomorrow, Fridays and the 10th, is, if everything goes as planned, Ancients 2x. That means that from the Ancient Shards, which is one of the most available in the game, you can get Legos and Epics. And get those points for champ chase really easy, depending of course of how many points. If they go like based on previous ones, you should be okay. So tomorrow champ chase, open your ancients. Good thing that it's aligning perfectly with champ training. So Plarium is doing a couple of good things here, because you summon those rares from the ancients, then put some brews into them, rank them up for the champion training, aligning at the same time. If you have brews and silver saved, we'll come to silver. There are 3 artifact enhancement events, so be very careful with your silver in this fusion, especially that you'll need extra silver for that kind of fusion to fuse the rares into the epics and then the epics into Wixwell. So champ training starting tomorrow, aligning with the Ancients 2x, so you can put some brews, you can do further runs and then feed champs to each other. So you'll use what you're summoned from Ancients for the champ training as well, which is great alignment there in this section. Then we're coming into next week. Hopefully you'll have one of like those are 4, so you'll have 4 rares from these events come Monday morning. Artifact enhancement is straightforward. You just need the silver for it. I released a video last week talking about, was it last week, beginning of this week? Yeah, in the last few days, talking specifically about how to prepare for a fusion. So watch that video. You roughly need anything between, depending on how lucky you are with the artifact rolls and whether you prepared a lot of them at level 15 or 12 or whatever, to save yourself some silver there. But yeah, artifact enhancements need around 15-20 million silver. You have 3 of these, so do the math, especially that you might need some more silver for brews, for the champ training if you don't have enough energy, and to fuse the rares into the epics and the epics into Wixwell. So classic arena, you'll just do it by farming arena artifact enhancement. If you have the silver, you can do it pretty quick. Then we're going into next week. So dungeon divers, ice golem starts on Sunday, so you can spend your daily energy, the energy that you lose anyway, on Sunday on ice golem. Once Monday starts, pump the rest of your energy into it, finish ice golem, finish the second dungeon diver, which I'm suspecting is a low point one, like that first one. So you'll have another dungeon diver for 3700 points, more or less, and you'll finish this by Wednesday, because Thursday Fire Night will start. The other dungeon diver won't start till Friday. So, but also, yeah, okay. So this is the first point of like doing things accurately there. Thursday, May 16th, don't start Fire Night farming. You have champ training. Put your energy into champ training on Thursday, because dungeon divers for Fire Night starts on Friday. So do your Fire Night runs on Friday instead, Friday and Saturday, to get the dungeon diver points. Come Sunday, you'll do spider to finish those points. And of course, you should have loads of energy saved. The tough thing that they are throwing at us towards the end of the fusion, look at how many energy needing events are stacked together here. So you'll be doing Fire Night and Spider at the same time when you're doing champ training. So if you have Bruise and Silver, don't use them here in that first one. You can use your energy for this one. Save them for that second one, because things are going to be pretty tight there. If you have enough Sacred saved, or shards generally, to do that, to get all the points from the Summon Rush, which probably will be over 3000 points, that's like 7 Sacred sort of, depending on how many points they throw at us. To get the extra copy from the epic, you can just chill and skip maybe a few of these stacked events, okay? You can skip the third artifact enhancement, you can skip champ training, you can skip whatever you want. You can choose your 4 like least favorable events to skip. But if you don't have enough shards saved and you're going for the low points just for the rares, make sure you have enough energy, gems, and time, because you might run out of time if you're running low levels and your runs are taking more time here to finish all of these. Fire Knight, Spider, and champ training while doing the dungeon diver points. Dungeon diver, you get the points running those 3 events at the same time. Just make sure that you finish one, focus on the other. Well, we start champ training on Thursday, do as many points as you can, start Fire Night, finish it, back to champ training, Spider will start, finish all points, make sure you are on top of everything, check your points, check when events ending. I hear it so many times that people just thought that the event will end tomorrow morning, but it ended during the night while they are sleeping, and they missed just few points there to get the rare. So make sure not to do that mistake. It hurts, especially that you won't have another chance to get this. Those are void rares, so you won't get another chance of getting them probably. Coming into Friday the 18th, you have the shards, like I said, the Summon Rush. Watch the previous video also. If you want to go all the way to get the extra epic and skip some of the rares, probably you'll need around 7 sacreds or some sacreds and padding them with ancients, though your ancients should be depleted from that first one. I don't like using voids on like fusions, because like these are the shards you'll get the big champs from. But anyways, if you need them, Wixwell is good. Just use a few voids there. And then during the weekend, you're just doing Spider for the last bit of points for dungeon divers. And yeah, and then artifact enhancement if you have any silver left. And that's it. Keep Wixwell. Make sure that you pull him during the Tuesday CVC to get some points there. But if you're not, you're sure, you're log into the game during CVC, just pull him when he's ready. Because if you miss him, he won't be available. He will just be gone from your portal. So if you're logging in daily, you'll pull him during CVC and get the points and everyone is happy. A few call outs at the end of the video here. We'll start with Champ Chase. This is good and bad. Good because it's Ancients 2x, bad because you won't get a chance to collect some of the rares during Champ Chase and summon the epics, getting more points there and opening less shards. Technically, you can have by Sunday, while the event is still up, 4 of the rares if you do everything perfectly. So that will get you like 250 points for the epic. 250 points saved. Usually when they do champ chase in this kind of fusion during the second summoning event, not the first one, then you have a chance to like pull 3 of the epics for 750 points. But it's not happening this time, so you need to depend on shards, ancients, and then sacreds and voids on that second one. So that's the first tough thing there. 3 dungeon divers events. The points are spread. I'm not worried about dungeon divers this time. I hope I'm not wrong. The points are spread like they broke 1 big dungeon divers events into 2 smaller ones just to give you the rares here. But just bear in mind, be very careful with your energy, gems, and time to make sure you finish the events in time, specifically during that second weekend. We have like 3 events competing for your energy: Fire Knight, Spider, and Champ Training running at the same time. Make sure you finish each of these in time and that you have enough energy and gems and refills saved not to miss any of these. So it's going to be tough next weekend, starting Friday. Make sure you don't miss on any of this. And last point here is that if you're not going all the way to the epic on the second summoning event, make sure you have around 50 million silver saved. Well, you'll farm more while you're doing all of these events and selling the bad gear, but in total, by the end of the fusion, because artifact enhancement is coming last, make sure that you're not too low on silver to finish the 3 artifact enhancement events, and then to summon, like I think it will cost you 1 million to summon Wixwell, and then 300k probably to summon each of the epics. So make sure that you don't miss any of these. This is the quick fusion plan. I'll try to get it out to you as soon as possible in the next hour or so. Good luck with this fusion. It's a good one. If you have the resources saved, I recommend going for it. In spite of some hate, I don't know why, that this champ is seeing from the community, he's a solid one. I recommend going for him. Good luck with the fusion. Thank you for tuning in today. I'll see you next time. Bye.